Lonergan and Lolosil, while they have displayed considerable synergy this year, they will aim to seize control of pivotal moments. A solid midfield, Len Ikitau and Tamati Tua, their matchup against the opposing pair, certainly one to keep an eye out on. Plenty of X-factor at the back with Tool, Muirhead and Tom Wright, the competition leader in carries and metres gained. 6-2 split for Stephen Larkin, perhaps looking to combat the Blues' physical back.
Yes, some significant late disruption for the Brumbies. The Blues also suffering a big loss ahead of the season climax with captain Patrick Tuipulotu out. Still a formidable pack with the front row of Marcel Renata, Ofa Tu'ungafasi and the informed Ricky Riccatelli. Light on experience perhaps, but high on work rate. Locks Josh Berry and Sam Darry. Some relief for the Blues as Akira Ioane passed his fitness test and takes his place alongside Hoskins Satutu and Dalton Papali'i in the loose. Finn Christie and Harry Plummer again behind the pack. In fact, it's an unchanged back line with the versatile AJ Lamb again partnering Rico Ioane in the centres, and that powerful and pacey back three of Mark Telea, Caleb Clark and Stephen Pedofeta. No changes to the bench from last week. The reserves including James Thompson, who made an eye-catching debut coming on early for the captain last week when he was injured. Well, sideline tonight, someone who played cricket and rugby for New Zealand on this ground, Jeff Wilson.
Tēnā koe TJ, Talofa Mills, kia ora koutou katoa everyone. A northerly wind shift has brought heavy rain to Auckland over the last 24 hours. There have been periods of fine spells. Light showers have come and gone the last 30 minutes. The ground will be soft underfoot. There will be challenging handling conditions tonight.
Well, the Brumbies came here 8 weeks ago. At the time, 7 wins from 8. They were full of hope they could break a barren run at Eden Park, stretching back to 2013. But in the end, it was a no contest. They were outscored 7 tries to 1 by a physically dominant Blues team. They took home some harsh lessons, and they reckon they've learnt plenty from them. They have not lost since. They bring winning form, and now they carry Australian hopes out onto Eden Park. They were impressive last week against the Highlanders, everywhere perhaps except scrum time. I'd hope that bringing James Slipper back might help rectify that, but he withdrew. He just didn't get through the warm-up, and so Rhys van Neck comes in to the all-important loose head position. Harry Vella taking his place on the bench, and of course that late change with Caden Neville coming in as well. Well, the Blues, they've stuck to the script all season, playing it the Vern Cotter way, unbeaten both at Eden Park and against Australian opposition in 2024. Injury to Patrick Tuipulotu means Dalton Papali'i on the shoulders of the men from the ACT, the Brumbies. The Blues also chasing their first full Super Rugby title in over 20 years. Something's got to give. Play starts with the Blue. Typical of what we've seen from the Blues this year. Papali'i stopped just a metre short. Advantage. Plummer, quick hands, Lamb, try. That in a nutshell.
Executed by Plummer, who ended up giving that last pass, but this is where they've been so good. The interplay from the forwards, the carries, and even in these weak conditions, Jeff.
Billy Pollard overthrows it though. Great anticipation from Caleb Clark. He got to it, real urgency, but now a penalty to the Brumbies.
Scott, I think. Gee, he got over that ball.
7 on his feet.
Really quick. Caleb Clark, hard man to put down. Just enough separation, and you've got to be fast. What an effort.
Technique's got to be perfect against this Brumbies team because they are good at the breakdown. Valentini, Scott, Cale. Just watch the overthrow here. Caleb Clark does well. Leg drive, just watch. Scott quickly onto the ground. And Papali'i not able to get the shoulder on. And first points on offer here for the Brumbies.
I'm sure that what a big roar. People maybe watching at the Royals Club, where Rory Scott comes from. He's a Canberra man, born and raised. No, Lolo Seal. He's Auckland-born Lolo Seal. 140 points. Just Damian McKenzie has more. And this one from close range. So the Brumbies straight away get points on the board in response to that early try. 5-3 the score at Eden Park. Well, do they risk contesting this time? They do. And the Blues pull it down. And they've got momentum. Riccatelli. Here they come again. He's in. Well, the Brumbies contested, and they paid the price.
Well, they've obviously come in with a game plan to really try and stifle that line-out ball. But this is the price you pay, particularly when you're just a few metres out from your line. Been in this department so far this year. Height wasn't as good as perhaps I would have wanted, but look at the leg drive there. Small steps. And as we've always seen, Riccatelli, he gets his hands nice and early on the ball. He got a bit of help from his backs as well. Great try.
Well, he slipped, but he's still Vanette, but he's well racked up. So Tutu and Renata driving him back. So they've lost a bit of ground here. Neville, he's put on the ground. Now Valentini again, but you can see one going low, one going a bit higher. Referee playing advantage. They just want to take every chance. Lulusil right out in front here, kick of about 42 metres, sends it towards the posts and over. Derry. Clark going through the middle. Akira Ioane. More pressure on that Brumbies defence. Blues just a metre away now. So Tutu flips it away to Derry, driving, he's over. Oh, well taken.
Some of their backs. Derry comes into that back of that ruck. There he is there, but he also gets a bit of help. A nice little wee shift, nice body position. Akira Ioane helps, and so does Tutu, outstanding.
Yeah, just great body position, great leg drive. All those things you talked about, Mills.
But now another scrum, and this time it's on the Blues feed. Looking to apply the pressure. Well, it's a familiar sight, and Christie can fire the ball away and try and make something of it. Referee says play on. Pedofeta with the pass, and Clark is in. Well, the pass went loose, but no one knocked it on, and Caleb Clark is in again.
It stays that way because they're going to get an advantage anyway. I love the way they carry it on. Even though it goes to ground, Pedofeta, he gets on top of the ball. Nice little wee pass out wide to Caleb Clark, and he doesn't need any introduction. Try line's in front of him.
That's a great ball from Stephen Pedofeta. You watch this, he does this quickly and easily, flicks the wrist over the top. That's on the money with Caleb Clark in full flight, not standing still, running onto it, meaning the defence can't get across to him. The Blues are on fire, they've taken control.
Lonergan, now Pollard. Nice ball away to Lulusil. He makes good ground too. Now Tua, chance here now. Into the corner, is he? Oh, Toole, he scored. The Brumbies really need something out of this. Neville has a go. He's denied. Pollard this time goes one right to Valentini. He's in.
The tip of the ball is on the ground first.
They had to stay nice and patient, almost caught them off guard. Look at the defensive effort here from the Blues. There's no way that the Brumbies are going wide, but how about the determination? And there it is on the line.
Thank you.
Well, they rolled up their sleeves and they went to work to the Brumbies. They backed themselves to find a way to get across the line, and the Blues defence has been strong all season, but as has the ball-carrying ability of this man, Rob Bell.
Him and Vanette, the prop.
Come out 6. Good counter up, now out.
Riccatelli again. They use their big men so effectively, but the Brumbies try to counter-ruck, and they've conceded a penalty here. They went to ground. And he has got it. Takes his tally into the 90s for the season. But more importantly, 3 points before half-time to tack on to the Blues total. It's 27-13. will have time for a restart. And the siren goes as Noah Lolosil looks to chip one short. And it's all nicely read, though, by AJ Lamb. Well, what do the Blues do? Do they have a shot? No. Hoskins Satutu says, let's head for the sheds. Half-time, Blues made a great start. Brumbies came back towards the end of the half. But at the break, it's a 14-point lead to the home team. The Blues, 20. And not a great start. Can they make a better start to the second half, the Brumbies, and keep their season alive? Kickoff goes deep. And Hoskins Satutu, well, he kicked. And it goes through the middle. Funaki, shot again. Crowd finding their voice. This could be a crucial break here for the Blues. Gary, ball ripped away. Regathered by Satutu, and he's in for the try.
Here it is. It initially came from a really nice setup from the Blues. Some good variation and deceptiveness as well from their backs, but this is it here. Good hard carries. Watch the work of the support players. Rips out. Satutu on the go. Under the post he goes.
Yeah, working in twos and working well. Yes, the turnover happens, but the momentum was all in favour of the Blues, and then the awareness of Hoskins.
Good cover defence. Harry Plummer that time. Sapsford having a go. Again, they're close. This time they're over.
He gets there first and then back.
Great opportunity. Lolosil does really well to get it out because he gets caught, but there's that desperation. And there's a slight hole on that inside as the forwards come back into it. Pick and go. And they should not really muck around. They've got to get themselves back to try and get themselves back another try, Jeff.
Yeah, convert.
10 minutes to play. Clark gets up after it, goes to ground heavily. Crowd not happy, towed away, yeah, penalty. Got the call from the touchline. Caleb Clark as he went for the ball.
You may be up in the air, but you change your mind and actually tackle the player while he's in the air.
Yeah, the penalty goes against Nick Frost.
19 changes his mind, plays the man while he's in the air.
Well, that's the last thing that the Brumbies needed to do, was concede a penalty. Just have a look here.
Well, he did. He got up well and he realised that he wasn't going to win that. And there's that arm that wraps around Caleb Clark.
Yeah, I got it. Time's off.
Too happy about that, Caleb Clark, actually.
No, he wasn't. I checked it, yeah.
Not a word.
So are you saying this is more than just a penalty?
Yes.
Yeah? All right, just back up. Hardy, we'll kick this.
Well, Rico Ioane is taken over the captaincy by the look of things.
James, you're looking at the actions in the air.
The kick-off here is about 3 metres in
Mate, I've watched it. I'm happy with that. Okay.
Well, if this is a yellow card, you'd have to think that'll end it for the Brumbies.
Coming up now.
We just need to check the angles on that.
Yeah, so he lands dangerously, doesn't he? So 19 doesn't go for the ball. He makes a decision to actually play the man, and then he lands dangerously. Yeah. Yeah. Darcy and 19.
You happy with those angles?
Yeah, back to me, please, mate.
Initially, he had eyes on the ball, but I
understand.
think the point that the referee's made, hang on.
I can appreciate you're initially going for the ball,
Yeah.
but then you're in the air and you make a decision to actually play the man, okay? So you tackle the man in the air, he lands dangerously, it's a yellow card.
So Nick Frost will go to the bin. And the leg drive to take it to within 5 of the line. Beery pops it up nicely. Tarvo! He's just short. And that'll be the end of the game. The Blues are into the final. Had to withstand a determined second half effort from the Brumbies, but in the end, the Blues win the first of the semi-finals.